Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our /justNoMIL. In today's episode, my ex-partner's mother wants to take my child. Mother-in-law mad that I'm a som. Jamil hands out my husband's info to a good Catholic girl. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My ex-partner's mother wants to take my child. Trigger for miscarriage and domestic violence. I'm a mummy to an 18-month-old little girl, and last November I lost my second pregnancy at 13 weeks. It was a horrible time, made worse by my partner's mother wailing that her little baby boy had died to anyone who would listen to her. I don't know that it was a boy, but she had decided and nothing would change her mind. Fast forward a few months and my partner and I are no longer together. He was desperate for a son, absolutely blamed me for the miscarriage, became distant and just didn't want to be around me or our daughter. It ended the night he called me worthless and hit me in front of our girl. The house we were living in is his, so my child and I ended up in temporary accommodation as we were classed as homeless after he told me to take my useless arse and my whinging daughter away. I've been trying to get a lot fixed for us: benefits, housing, child support, etc., and this is all underway, but it's taking time. I thought I was lucky that my ex's mother was willing to watch my daughter when I had appointments, etc., until yesterday when I let myself into her house and overheard her telling my baby that I had killed her brother and she couldn't wait until I failed so badly that my daughter would have to go and live with her. She doesn't know that I heard her. I thanked her for watching the baby and left. I don't know what to do. Obviously, I never want to be around this woman again. I'm really hurt and a bit scared. I have no money at all, we're living day to day, my child's dad is no help at all, and his mother wants to take my baby away. Has anyone been in this sort of situation? I don't know where to start. First of all, get yourself and your daughter into one of those domestic violence/women's shelters and let them help you sort out your problems from a place of safety and security. They can also get you legal advice if need be regarding grandparents' rights. I would, if you can, scale back the contact you have with her now that she has intimated that she wants to take your LO. Keep a record of any such incidents with dates and times. If you haven't already, join a local mums and toddlers group to make friends and get some free mutual babysitting so you don't need to use your MIL. You really want to start stepping back from involvement with her, but do it subtly so she doesn't notice. You need to be able to refute that she had an established relationship with the child in case she does try to claim grandparents' rights. Whilst you are clearly more than capable of looking after your daughter, you need to be prepared to show that you can to the likes of social services if she decides to report you. I'm assuming you're in the UK, and if you're not, this might be pointless, so please feel free to ignore me. Is the temporary accommodation you're in a shelter or one room/B&B? If it's a shelter, then use the resources there. Try and talk to the other ladies because they've probably been where you are and will have lots of insight. If it's the latter, then you must be exhausted and scared. Hopefully you will get a more permanent solution soon. Take your baby with you to any benefits appointments. There won't be an issue with that. Make sure you're applying for everything you're entitled to. You can do a quick check online. If you're going through official channels for child support, it might take a little while, and I know through bitter experience that you may not get the result you want/need. I wish I could offer you more tangible help. I know how difficult it is when you feel all alone and you're worried about feeding your kids. Also, please try and look after yourself. I didn't, and things got very dark for me. You need to get child support from him and find someone else to watch your child. I'm trying. Document this incident. If she ever goes for custody, you can try to prove she will do parental alienation. Also, you should report X for hitting you. I cannot upvote this comment enough. Doc everything: dates, times, location, all the details of incidents. Keep a small journal on you to make notes at all times. You are going there a lot and you're not going to remember everything, and it's the details that help you in the long run. Mother-in-law mad that I'm a som. My mother-in-law is constantly making comments about how a marriage needs to be 50-50 and how the financial burden shouldn't be just on the husband. My husband and I decided this for our family because childcare wouldn't make any sense because it's so expensive and all of my wages would be going to that. So he works a lot of hours so I'm able to stay home with our 4 kiddos. It was super offensive to me because I'm so exhausted and do so much from the time I wake up until I go to bed. I can barely get in taking a shower and feeding myself. I'm also exclusively breastfeed my 3-month-old on top of it, which is incredibly draining. Take care of a 2-year-old, do school drop-offs pickups for me 10 and 7-year-old, and am constantly cleaning and cooking. She's made these comments twice when my husband is out of the room and I feel so unappreciated. Should I let my husband know and have him say something to her about it? She has constantly made passive-aggressive comments to me and has never stopped throughout the course of our 9-year marriage. Even when my husband has stepped up and defended me, she just never stops. She even had the audacity to make a comment about us being stingy with the baby because we didn't let our 3-month-old stay at her house even though she knows I exclusively breastfeed and she doesn't take a bottle. I'm just so burnt out with her and her negativity. If I can give you the male/husband's perspective, tell him every time. And if you have the will, have her repeat what she said back to you when he comes back in the room. My mother did this to my ex-wife all the time, and she said nothing to me about it. She bottled that shit up for a long time, and it did terrible damage later on in our marriage. We married young. I worked lots of hours doing hard and dangerous work so she could stay home. When I was home, I did laundry, cooked, took the kids so she could get a mental break. My mother was incredibly jealous that her son worked very hard and was an active father and husband. One would think that a mother would be proud of this. Nope. She took her anger and quiet, but resentful hatred of my father and threw it at the mother of my children without me knowing. I will admit, my tiredness and time away for work left me with a blind spot. But my ex-wife hid it well, deep inside her, until it was too much. Now my ex-wife's actions are hers. And there is a reason she is my ex. But I truly believe that my mother's manipulative hatred broke the woman I married. Edit, treat this as if this is going to be a hostile workplace harassment lawsuit and document out of it. Because in the end it is. Your home is your workplace, and your work has merit. This is what works for our family, and we will not take into account outdated views about the worth and value of raising children. This is not something that we will discuss again, preferably said by your husband. Bring DH in the room. Say, dear, your mother has something she needs to discuss with you. She feels I'm a parasitic leech and that you are neglected. Is there something you want to tell me? Watch and see how it devolves. LOL, love this. That would be a great way to open up the conversation. I wonder why you are giving her discretion. What's stopping you from going off on her, hon? I would just rip her one as soon as she opens her big, dumb mouth. You feel unappreciated by someone who literally doesn't matter in that regard. Does your DH appreciate you? He's all that matters, not her. Tell him to rein his mother in. And you are doing a great job. Jamil hands out my husband's info to a good Catholic girl. Edit, thanks so much everyone for the advice, well wishes, and reassurance. I spoke with my husband about it and he is 100% in agreement. We will not be seeing them. Even a miracle apology at this point is too late, especially for the visit to be so soon. He won't be going either, so we are completely on the same page. I misunderstood what he wanted, and am so relieved that he is in the family's corner fully. My husband's mom is a covert narcissist. She's been awful to me since I met her 7 years ago, and it's never gotten better. She makes comments that she's never liked me, I took her son from her, rude about my clothing, she's constantly shopping and always points out that I rewear outfits, mocks my home, etc. Last pregnancy she was pointing and yelling at me, telling me I was a monster because I shared that her gossiping about a relative's sexual assault was making me uncomfortable at dinner. She was not being kind, she was literally just talking shit about this poor woman. After this, I decided to just give up on having a relationship, which is so sad for me because I don't have a good family and was really trying too hard to please her. I am currently pregnant, and she gave my husband's contact information to a random woman who she deemed a good Catholic girl. This time I told her it was inappropriate, and she and my FIL attacked me for 2 days via texts because they can't ever admit to doing something wrong. My husband decided to cut contact for 2 months, and now they are speaking again. Jamil reached out last week to tell me she liked her Christmas gift, and that's it. No apology or any remorse. Obviously this infuriated me, so I told her it was crazy that she thinks she can just resume contact with me like she did nothing wrong. She replied that she loves me. LOL. He is planning to see them in March. He says he doesn't want to see them alone, and would rather my son, 1.5-year-old, and I come with. It would just be for the day. I have no idea what to do or say in this situation. Do we go? I feel bad keeping their grandchild from them. I'm pregnant though and so stressed about this. What to do? You know how this ends. You can see it but you don't want to admit it. Either he is eventually going to have to go and see or you will wind up divorced. MILs like that will never stop. They are always correct. For whatever reason she doesn't like you and that isn't going to change. I'm sorry you are in this situation. I hope your husband does what is right. Give your FIL's number to a good Catholic woman and see how she handles it. Better idea, give it to a bad girl of any denomination. Ha. She is actively trying to break up your marriage and he not only wants to see her, but have you and LOACR as his meat shields? Absolutely not. She shouldn't see you or any of your children, and I question your husband going too. Unless she delivers a proper apology and shows improved behavior to you, then she should be kept away. He's intending upon using the two of you as human shields. Don't go. If he wants to see them, let him go by himself. The more he gets of their nonsense, the less likely he's going to want to repeat the experience. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.